we make a very, very fundamental distinction, yeah, between what it is that we have, well, let's just start this way, what it is we have control over, or seemingly control over, like our thinking, our emotions, you know, etc., what goes in our internal dialogue and all that kind of stuff, yeah, and then perhaps our awareness, and a whole world outside of that, yeah? You know, so that there's a world that we say we don't have control over, you know, at all. And it seems incredibly consistent, right? I mean, if you had control over it, then, you know, you wouldn't have, perhaps, you know, late flights all the time, traffic, you know. So that distinction seems strong. So we call that, you know, the physical world, or, you know, not you as physical world. And it seems, in our experience, doesn't it, that it demands respect. Say, like, it demands, like, hey, you know, you can't fuck with me. You know, try as you might. You can say, I'm only an illusion, but I still hurt when I hit you in the head, you know. So, if we want to consider that it's all in your experience, that's okay with me, but you got to take that part into account, yeah? It's like, okay, wow, I have an incredibly powerful experience. You know, I can create, if we're considering that you create your experience, you know, I can create objects that just stay there and wait for me, you know, while I leave the room. Okay. But that's, you know, that's a different way of holding experience, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I re-experienced how most of the trouble or confusion in life, my life, is when I mix the two domains, is when I confuse the internal conceptual world with objective world. As in, I see stuff going on out there, maybe I say something about it, or I don't even say anything about it, but I have something going on, like a reaction or a judgment, and then I don't make a powerful distinction between objective and internal, and I think that what I have going on in my mind is actually occurring out there. And as long as I make that distinction more powerful and consistent and be like, okay, everything out there in the objective world is, I should be paying attention to that if I want to be talking about that, or if I should be relating to what's actually going on, and not whatever my internal world says is going on. I mean, I'm going to have some stuff going on, obviously, but, and it was a good realization.
Two things. One, you know, you've heard the assertion, statement, whatever, that it's not so much what happens to you, it's the meaning you give to what happens to you. It makes a difference. Well, you've heard it now.
Yeah.
say, it's like what you do with what happens, like how you are with what happens, how you relate to what happens, is what makes a difference, not what happens. See, I mean, you can see that, you know, something bad happens in somebody's life, okay? One person, seriously, one person, something what we call bad happens in their life, and it doesn't mean much at all. Another person, they're traumatized for life. You see, it's like how they relate to it is what really makes a difference. There's that aspect, right? And then we also consider, so yeah, thank you for your contribution, we also consider that there's a distinction that we don't make, kind of along the lines you're talking about, between action and thought about action. plans, desires, wants, you know, all that other crap, fantasy, you know, whatever. See, that's all related to action. Isn't excuses, justifications. See, none of that is action. None of that is what actually happens, except in your mind. And most people don't know that at all. See, and 90% of everything they do is in that domain, this justification, excuse, plans, you know, etc., thoughts, fantasies, etc., as if it makes a difference. And that's, you know, where they suffer, struggle, dream, whatever. See, but none of it makes a difference in the objective world. What makes a difference is taking action. And they don't notice that. You see? It's like when somebody complains and complains and complains about something to their friends. What difference does that make? Does it change it? No. All it does is, you know, bother their friends. You know, they complain to the manager or the congressperson or the you know, whatever. Okay, maybe that makes a difference. But not to their friends, you know. Kind of consistent with that, and I might be veering off here too much, but you know, it's like when you have you know, friends, like you got male friends, you got female friends, or you know, females have female friends, say male friends, yeah, and then they bitch about their relationship, their wife, husband, girlfriend, like to their friends, and then what their friends do is support them in that. They sort of bitch along with them, or yeah, like that, as if that's somehow supporting or helpful. See? No, they're just supporting them in their own ego. They're just supporting them in their own disposition that is probably, no, not probably, that is completely biased, okay, right? And they're probably wrong, okay, in both cases. You understand? See? You know, bitching to your girlfriends about, you know, like that. See, because, like, the first time, when anybody bitches to me about their mate, their, you know, whatever, right? And they're saying, yeah, I'm an M, this and that, blah, 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 like that. I say, okay, cool, now what's their side? See, because I'll bet if I talk to them, they'd have a very different story about it, right? A different explanation. Hey, sometimes they might not, they go, hey, yeah, really, I fucked up. Okay, oh, okay, cool, well, then she's right, or you're right, whatever. All right, see, but most of the time, right, it's not like that, you see? It's like, okay, well, what's this, you know, what else? Fill me in on the whole story, the real story, not just your bitchy story kind of thing. So anyway, like I'm saying, so I'm veering off a little bit, but it's similar, see? It's like what really occurred. See, can I find out what really occurred, not just what you think or what she thinks or what, you know, she thinks or you think, you know, whatever. You know, and that's always different. And then as often as not what really occurred, it's like, why are you fucked up about this? I mean, come on. It was stupid. I mean, you know, what? It was the toothpaste. That was whatever, you know. I don't know why. You know, it was a pair of loafers. Come on, you know. Jesus Christ. You have to go on and on about that shit. Okay. Anyway, okay. You're all too young. You've never had this shit happen. Okay, but in any case, there's something to look forward to. Watch that toothpaste.
Thanks for watching. Taste Ralston's wisdom for yourself. Ralston didn't obtain his wisdom by watching videos. Join him in doing this work. Please check the links in the description.